Welcome back CTBzodiac channel. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the zodiac sign videos. For Gemini in the second half of March, there may be negative thoughts affecting their development, and the energy of love may not be apparent. There is a gap between Gemini and their partner. Gemini can feel that the relationship should end, but the other person still hopes to start over again. The other person has thoughts of reconciliation. The unequal energy between the two has always been present, and the effort put into the relationship is imbalanced, with Gemini being the one who gives more. Gemini is invested and works hard to maintain the relationship. At first, Gemini couldn't imagine how to cope if they lost their partner. And when faced with the sudden news of a breakup, Gemini was very confused and in pain. Now, the situation seems to have reversed, and the Gemini who was broken up with is becoming more and more calm and rational, while the other person can't hold back their thoughts of reconciliation and may have already taken action. Gemini can feel their awakening and has received the message of the other person's desire to start again, but Gemini currently doesn't have such thoughts. It can be said that Gemini doesn't know whether to accept or not, and has their own judgment, but they still can't make up their mind. Gemini's mind is still influenced by negative thoughts. Since they didn't cherish the relationship from the beginning, why bother now? It can be seen that Gemini is blaming the other person and believes that the other person will have their own day when they have to give up and only then want to salvage the relationship. Don't they think it's too late now? Gemini thinks it's all a matter of fate, and they feel quite aggrieved and hard done by. The other person can still perceive Gemini's thoughts, but they won't give up their actions. They just want to persist for a while, perhaps believing that Gemini will eventually soften. To remind Gemini of one thing, it may not be obvious that the energy of love is present. The other person may not have come back because of love, but because they feel they can't let Gemini go. The other person is used to controlling Gemini and wants to see them still in this relationship, rather than having the freedom to choose. Gemini finds it difficult to break free from this energy, and may feel exhausted, but there seems to be no way out. If you don't know what to do, you can ask me for advice to help you overcome the obstacles and get out of the current predicament. I can give you more suggestions to really help you. It seems that there have been problems between you two for a long time, but no one has mentioned it or tried to find a solution. As a result, things have naturally become so bad. Gemini doesn't need to keep hiding their feelings. It is worth maintaining a relationship by showing their true selves. Gemini doesn't need to live in the energy of grievances and should not give up or lose hope. Gemini should have good expectations and look forward, instead of constantly recalling things that are unbearable. If you want to reconcile, there may be a chance between you and the other person because you both truly love each other. However, there are many contradictions that hinder your development. The first task is to first sort out all the past problems and solve them all until there are no more obstacles between you. Then, when you can openly express your love for each other, Gemini and the other person may find a new way of getting along and the relationship may gradually improve. Whether you want to reconcile or leave, but you feel helpless and can't leave, you can see if you have a positive or negative karma with each other. After all, this is just a general interpretation, and it is still recommended to combine both birth charts for a specific analysis of the problem.